You need me to push the button.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Did I Save, a gaming podcast. Talk about games past, present, and future, and how they change us. And today we're going to talk about Smash 6. Hopes and dreams of a game that might never happen. Let's talk about it.
You butchered that intro. Let's talk about that
No, I
first.
didn't.
Okay. Okay.
I made it out. I went as I went along.
Let me get my keys on my pocket.
We talk about the way games change all the time and us. We're also
Anyway,
here.
I've got Ryan to my right, Jared in front of me.
I'm the one who's already coming in hot.
That's right.
Too hot.
Coming in hot.
Everybody says I'm too hot.
How are you guys doing? You guys doing good?
I'm doing great, man. I'm
hungry.
ready to talk about this game. You guys know that I'm a die-hard Smash Brothers fan. I play in tournaments. I do all the things that people do. I down B.
Disclaimer here.
Disclaimer, yeah.
That he does not do any of-
Disclaimer, every friend I have is better at Smash than me, and I am not going to try and improve.
Yeah. The reason
Jalen,
I picked this topic is because
Yeah.
I love Smash. Smash came out when we were all like probably experiencing our first console. Like I remember going to Best Buy with my dad, picking out an N64, and then you know,
thought you were going to say experiencing puberty, which would have also been applicable. We're all quite young.
That's right. And so being able to trade N64 games throughout your friends in the neighborhood, incredible experience, and then playing
Wow, you
Smash.
had a neighborhood. Brag much?
Get out of here, dude.
It was me and one other guy in my neighborhood, and he had a PlayStation. So
Oh, well, that's good then.
it was a nice mix.
But I remember playing a lot of Smash with Ben Alcala. And
I bet.
yeah, and we just had a freaking blast, and being able to unlock these characters we've never seen before, like Captain Falcon and Ness. You know, now that they're basically staples now, but back then it was like I don't even know. Who
Yeah,
these characters
Earthbound was
are.
not really a thing.
Yeah,
If you're a younger generation player playing Smash Brothers, you just know these characters from Smash Brothers.
right.
most likely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. that
But
a
Smash
lot
did
of
this
these
prolific
characters-
thing where they introduced all these characters into these games, and then that made those players play their games. So it's just an incredible. It's like the video game.
Other
collection
companies-
celebration of games.
Other
So,
consoles and companies have tried to copy Smash Brothers, and I
Yeah.
think all have fell short.
I agree.
You've got Brawlhalla, you've got All Stars, you've got the Nickelodeon one. Can't remember the names.
Yeah,
of them.
All
Like
Star
Cartoon
Brawl.
Network. Yeah, Nickelodeon. Yeah, but
a lot of copycats out there.
I just don't think if any of them are as good as Smash.
They just
Brothers.
don't hit as as
They're
well.
fine
Yeah.
in their
Right?
own
Yeah,
ways.
exactly. Yeah. They've got their place for sure, but they
Yeah.
just don't hit
Yeah.
quite like Smash does.
But did you want to? I also love Smash Brothers, and I like to play. I like to play against people who are better than me. Yeah. So you want to talk about this game that is not actually going to happen, according to the people who make these games.
Yeah, Masahiro Sakurai,
Yeah.
the director and creator of Smash, says that he's basically retiring, and now he's doing his own YouTube channel.
But hasn't he
and
said
stuff
that
like
before?
that. Yes, he
doing
says
his
that every
own
single.
YouTube channel?
Yeah, he's got his own YouTube channel now where
Because
he
he
talks
works
about
himself to death.
Probably,
He's
yeah.
always
What does he
like,
talk-
I'm never doing this again. And
What does he talk about on his YouTube channel?
yeah.
games, video games.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it just
he
like a
talks about
variety
Smash
show?
a lot, huh?
Is it a variety show where he's like, this week I'm talking about whatever game I'm playing? Or
No, he
does
just basically talks about the creative process of games. It's
Oh.
actually really interesting.
Yeah,
and they're
okay.
only like
That
3 to
sounds
4
pretty
I
minute
didn't know
videos.
this existed, so I'll have to check it
Oh,
out.
yeah, it's
3
really
to
cool.
4 minute videos. Tell this man about TikTok. You don't need to be on YouTube for 3 to 4 minute videos.
Yeah, so it seems like a passion project. Like he just loves video games so much. He
Then
wants to
work
talk
on
about
video games, you jerk.
Yeah, why don't you make Smash 6? We've got great
Oh,
ideas
I don't
for
even
you.
want Smash 6. I just want DLC for Smash 5.
I mean, yeah, I could.
I'll just
I would-
take more
another season pass.
Yeah.
Season pass 3. I would totally take that.
Oh, yeah.
I want 6 because my ideas are too big to fit.
There
in
are
5.
some ideas I have.
Okay, yeah.
I feel, you'd probably just want
All
to do
right,
Smash.
stop beating around the bush. What's your
Probably.
first idea? Prove it. But the first thing, one of the ideas that I genuinely think would be actually really cool is if they added different modes to the game. Like, for example, let's say they added an oddball mode where one person had to hold an object
Okay.
and they could still block, but every time they get hit, they drop the object.
Okay.
So instead of trying to fight, they're just like, and then you
Yeah.
could have levels that are tailored specifically to this mode.
Yeah.
Right. And I think adding different vibes in it to make it feel kind of more, not necessarily feel overall more like a Mario Party game, but to
Right.
kind of serve a similar function to that kind of game where people who aren't good at fighting games can still jump in and have a good time and feel like they can be competitive in
Right.
a different way.
Yeah.
And maybe actually kind of teach them elements of fighting games along the way, like when to block, if you're
okay.
timing that kind
Yeah,
of stuff
yeah.
correctly, you know?
It's a great idea.
I think those kind of modes would be really interesting to put
Yeah,
in there.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, that's a great idea.
Brawlhalla tried to do some stuff like that. Or I say tried, but they did do stuff like that. They had a bunch of game modes.
It's just that no one noticed because it's Brawlhalla.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. They had
We
some-
played that game for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all three
Yeah.
played it. And Dawson got me back into it for a bit.
Yeah.
And then I quit playing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a cool game.
It is a cool game.
It's
No
pretty
shade to
No, not at all.
good. It's
Not
probably
bad.
my favorite of the ones that are not Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite clone.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite clone is Power Stone.
Uh,
I love
Yeah.
that
Okay.
game.
different style.
Yeah, totally different.
But yeah, I do love that game.
Okay. Do you want me to say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I would love to see. Do you want me to move my mouth?
Ryan, do you want to say some words for a change?
Yeah.
We've been so quiet so
Yeah.
far.
No, Jared, go on.
No. I got
Please,
I got a lot
continue.
to say.
I would like to see customizable special moves.
Okay. They did do that in Smash 4.
Did they? I don't think I played that one.
What did that look like?
What system was that on? The Wii?
mechanically?
The Wii U. The Wii U and the 3DS. So,
Okay, well, I did play that one.
okay.
I don't remember it having that
Yeah.
feature.
I think it had like customizable moves. I don't remember in super detail, but that was one of the things that people didn't.
What are you changing?
Just like your up B, down B, left and right B, and then your B. Like, I want to be able to like swap those with things to change your style. So even if like two people pick a Samus, they are not fighting the exact same way. They'll
You mean like a Marvel versus Capcom style where you pick like the style for each like anti-air
It's-
style
don't
fighting?
compare it to any other game. I want to be able to take a special move
Yes.
that
Okay.
like Samus has a charge gun,
Correct. Yeah, charge shot. Yeah.
and then instead you change her cannon to like a charged sword. So now
Yeah.
But she doesn't have a sword.
No, good point. This is just an example.
I love this idea. Keep going.
But yeah, so yeah, it's meta breaking or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But
You
like
never know what
something
you-
like that, or
Yeah.
like the charge beam has like a machine gun type.
Well, it's more of
instead
a beam rather than.
So this is an option you're going to immediately turn off then, right? You're going to be like, items off. Changeable supers off.
That's totally different.
Okay.
This is changing your fighting style
right.
Yeah.
versus throwing a Pokeball and summoning a legendary
But if you
Pokemon
can't
to beat
predict
your
what
enemies.
moves, isn't a big part of this game being able to predict what your opponent's going to do?
Correct.
So if you can no longer do that, won't
Well,
you be sad?
learn on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
by
like that,
losing. You learn by losing.
Yeah. But your opponent also has to do that too.
That's
You're both
true.
having to adapt at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's just chaos.
Okay.
Which I would make it great.
This sounds great to me because
Yeah.
it ups my odds, at least on the first couple of
I
rounds,
don't
right?
think it.
I love this idea. This is a great idea.
Yeah.
I would love something
Okay.
like that.
I don't
It might
think you
be-
should
it would have
probably
to be-
change the A moves, like the
Yeah.
normal.
All your
attacks.
neutral moves is the,
Yeah,
is the
neutral
same.
moves keep
Yeah.
those same.
But your specials. Yeah.
They actually do it with the Mii characters,
Yeah.
where you can create your Mii character and you
Right.
give them specials.
Yeah.
Something similar to that, but like more like I don't know if I would like consider them like unlockables, maybe.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
that would
Is
be
that
great
like
idea.
these are moves that you unlock,
unlock.
maybe
Yeah.
in, maybe
then
as
it-
a way
Because
to
it's like I love like I think Mega Man's cool, but I hate his moveset.
Exactly.
And I would love to like. Why is it just like pew pew pew? I want a freaking blaster, bro.
Yeah.
Like
If
blast him.
you could do something similar to where you change their style from like Bowser could be like strong and slow versus like go from tank to bruiser, if that makes sense. Like not necessarily all characters can do any style of combat, but like
Right.
I love Persona, so I would love to play as the Persona characters, but I'm just really bad with that style of combat. So if I could switch them to a different style where like it's just like slow and heavy, then I can play as the characters I enjoy.
Yeah.
So it would be cool to see, and maybe they just all have like a small like story mode where you unlock these moves as you play through them.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
kind of a fun version of a tutorial
Right.
for each one or something.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. I
Like
agree.
same as down B. I just like never use it because
Yeah.
it doesn't have a lot of utility.
Right.
And someone will probably disagree that it has some utility.
Yeah.
And it does.
It does sound.
I'll delete
But
that comment.
I
Don't
just
worry
like, I just like, I just forget about that move. 'Cause
Right.
It doesn't. I don't find it that useful. So if
Yeah.
I could like swap that out for something, even if it's just slightly more useful or just cool,
Yeah, absolutely.
then I would love that.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
about it. No, I like that idea.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I wish they would implement that. That'd be cool.
Just
Taylor.
add some customization to your character.
Yeah. Plus, it would, longevity of the game would
Yeah.
continue to further.
Try
You know
different
what I mean?
strategies,
Well,
different combos.
and the thing is, like, as series get older, the biggest challenge over time increasingly becomes getting new people into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because as old fans of the game come in, they're immediately at a much higher skill level than
Right,
everybody
yeah.
else.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you get to a point where, like especially with competitive shooters and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like, new people just don't play because there's no point. As soon as you get in, you just get sniped from 1,000 miles away.
Right, yeah.
So having a way for people to feel like they can level the playing field a little bit
Mm-hmm.
by tailoring things to a way that makes sense to them.
Yeah.
And more importantly for me, because style is very important to me,
Yeah.
being able to play as a character that I like visually, aesthetically, as
Right.
opposed to just like understanding how they work
Yeah.
would be a huge,
Yeah. Well, that's
it
one
would
thing.
move the needle a lot for me, I guess.
Yeah. That's just like, I love Banjo, and I love that he's in the game, but some of the tools in his kit don't always work for how I want to play. Yeah.
The grenade egg is like, it's funny.
It's funny. Yeah. It's like, cool. That was,
Yeah.
I'm glad you did it.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
I wish it had
that's
been a
from the
taunt
game.
instead. You're right. Yeah.
He did the
It's from the
thing.
game. Yeah, exactly. So, but Jay, do you have any other?
I think you should just totally go in a completely different direction and make it a 3D brawler like Power Stone.
Really?
I
Wow.
want, like, Nintendo. You don't have to call it Smash Brothers, I guess, but I think it's too similar to Smash Brothers to just make a different game like this. But once a franchise has been around this long, and the guy who's making it says he doesn't want to make it anymore,
Yeah.
what better way to bring him back into the fold than be like, then make a different game. Make a Smash Brothers that feels like a 3D brawler.
Yeah.
And the items totally make sense in
in
that
a 3D environment, yeah.
And if you've already got a level builder, but now imagine you can do level building in a 3D space.
Yeah.
Definitely going to
That's
have
true.
to crack down on your modding tools, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of potential for really cool ideas.
Is there a game that you're thinking of?
It's Power Stone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've never played Power Stone. I've
okay.
seen like a 2-second.
Well, it's
clip
basically
Of it.
it's like a small arena, and then items will randomly drop into the arena.
Yeah.
And it's kind of reminiscent of old games like Final Fight, or like Double Dragon, where you're like picking up items off the street, or like breaking stuff, and it breaks down into smaller items that you can use to fight people with. And then it's just in a 3D space, so there's like a lot more emphasis on. I don't know about more emphasis because Smash Brothers is all about that jumping. But compared to most fighting games, it's a lot more emphasis on movement and
Yeah.
So would it
avoiding.
be like those Dragon Ball Z fighting games, or like the Shonen Jump?
Yeah,
fighting
but no
games?
hovering.
I don't like those.
I don't like. I want to like those games more than I do.
I do because it has a amazing roster of characters I love, but then I
Right.
play it and I'm like,
It's not. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I like the bombacity, if that's a word, of Power Stone, of like
Yeah.
how fast and quick. And the big thing is like it's not one-on-one like the Dragon Ball games are. I think. Pretty
can
sure
be.
all of them are one-on-one, right? Yeah, I mean they can be, but I think Smash Brothers as a franchise shines whenever you have like 5 people on the battlefield.
Yeah,
the
I mean-
chaos is part of the allure for
Right.
most of the people that I know.
Yeah.
So I think that also caters well to like a 3D environment. And
Yeah. I see what you mean.
having and like imagine stuff like the Mario buttons and stuff like that, like borrowing from the other games that they're already making, at like Super Mario World 3D. Is that what it's called? Galaxy,
Yeah.
Sunshine, tons of opportunity for like they have the chops to do really interesting things with the level design and character combat and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would actually be really interested to see what their take on that genre looks like.
Yeah.
And I think Smash Brothers is a cool space to do that in.
Yeah. That would be cool.
I personally wouldn't want to see it, and it wouldn't sit on my shelf.
Yeah, but you would still have to play it when it's my birthday.
Nope.
Can't come, bro. Can't do it.
Nintendo will move on
course.
without Sakurai regardless.
Oh,
there's
100%.
there's no way that they wouldn't make one. So I'm curious to see when they announce the Switch successor if
Oh,
there won't
God.
be.
Dude, I'm still getting advertisements for the Switch, like acting like it's a new thing.
Right, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no.
Even
Get
everybody's
a
grandma
Switch.
owns one of those
Yeah.
now. That's
Yeah.
wild. A totally different episode. We should talk about what we want to see from the new Switch.
Yeah.
But I think it was you, Dylan. I think you're up next for your
idea?
recommendation. Your idea.
Okay. Story mode. Just get rid of whatever they World of Light, whatever that is, and Smash Ultimate. Just get rid of that. I want to go back to what they did in Smash Melee, where they had like the platforming, and it was like a side scroller, but you could be like Captain Falcon and like exploring the Hyrule level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like I want more of that. I think
Well,
that
one
would
of my
be cool.
suggestions was like a full like co-op adventure mode that's like
Yeah.
a side scroller with your friend,
Right,
and
yeah.
you can just like switch your characters up and play this like side scroller,
Right,
and fight
exactly.
bosses and stuff. Like you would fight Metroidvania style bosses.
Yeah, I mean that's what they did with Brawl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Melee Brawl. I wish they would go back to something like that. You know, that would be incredible.
Yeah,
So,
that
instead
sounds
of-
cool.
World of Light just didn't work for me. I was like moving this.
I think it was a lot of like for every moment you were actually fighting or doing something engaging, there was a
Yeah.
lot of just wandering around and solving very dumb puzzles. So yeah,
What
I could
game?
definitely see them retooling that. Sir,
On what game?
the new Smash Brothers,
Where you were?
the World of Light story mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, story mode.
Yeah.
Just a lot of
I didn't
wandering
play
around and
much.
like unlocking gates and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
the map itself is cool.
Looks
Like
cool,
it has
yeah.
a cool
Looks like a board game.
diorama feel to
Yeah.
it. Yeah, like I remember like the F-Zero racetrack and stuff was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But it just they didn't think of a lot of creative ways to navigate that world.
It definitely felt like kind of rushed. Like,
Yeah,
did
I
we
would
need
say
a story mode for this? Oh,
I think they could have added another layer.
Yeah, it definitely feels like. Yeah,
Agreed.
they were finally fine tuning everything else, and they were like, "Here you go."
I mean, they could release a Smash game
And this.
without a story mode, and people would buy it up.
Oh yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure.
It's just a brawler game.
I mean, I know people who never even finished the story mode.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
just leave it out.
yeah.
Yeah. Make it DLC.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Yeah. Outfits.
yes,
Yeah, that's another one of mine.
that's a really good one,
Accessories.
Jared. Good call.
I know they already have the color palettes, guys. Don't yell at me.
I don't like the color palettes.
I also don't like the color palettes
I don't
because
ca- I
they're
don't really
not the
care.
colors that I want.
Yeah, they're the most.
Or if it is the
ridiculous-
color I want, it's like also with another color that I don't like with that color.
That's the bigger problem to me is that it's like I'm not actually customizing anything. I'm choosing between your like 4 color palettes, and they're all weird.
Yeah.
None of them like they're not. They don't feel intentional. They
Yeah.
don't
Right.
feel like they took the time to think about it. They
looked
were
like
just like
someone hit random.
they took a color pie chart and they were like these 2 colors complement each other. They're the 2 colors we're using, and that was like the extent of the thought that they
Yeah.
put into it. They're not like some of them are. I understand that.
Yeah,
like
some are fine.
thematically on.
A lot of the
point.
Samus ones actually
But
look
like,
great.
yeah, but that's the
Yeah,
thing. It's
I
like,
agree.
well, and you could do like Link, where there's different versions of Link. That's cool, great. Do more of that.
Right.
That basically, like, do that for every character.
Yeah.
Or let me unlock like parallels, where instead of the Persona 5 protagonist, I can get the Persona 4 protagonist as a different skin.
Yeah, I would
You know
love
what
that.
I mean? Because I don't expect them to put 100 Persona characters in there.
Right.
But there are tons of characters that I would love to see in there. Like, just put Chie in. That's fine. Just put the one Chie. But if you could just make it a skin
Right.
where the persona and the character just look different, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I agree.
What's wrong with that?
Good call. Yeah. Well, it's like Sonic, you know, he has all his alternates are like
Persona is a lot like Sonic. I
get out
agree.
of here. Sonic,
Yeah,
all his
amen.
colors are like a different shade of blue. And then he's got black. And I'm like, well, where is like the yellow for Tails? Where's the red for Knuckles? If you're not going to have them in the game, why don't you have the representation and make them that color?
Yeah.
Or I saw there was a cool one where someone modded it to make it look like Jet Set Radio.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So he had
sweet.
like that outfit on,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Man, Jet Set Radio characters in there.
I know, bro.
yeah.
I know.
Sounds dope.
So, but I thought that was cool. So it's like customizable outfits and stuff like that would be really cool.
Let me put Link's hat on every character.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sorry if that didn't come through. Yeah, I want to put Link's hat on every character.
Yeah. Here's Mewtwo with just a big old
Oh yeah.
But it's like Donkey Kong. Why he's like purple and gold? I'm like, what are those
Yeah.
colors? I don't know.
The one I hate the most is Piranha Plant because I like playing Piranha Plant.
Yes.
But I don't like any of the color schemes besides the original, which is fine.
Right. Yeah.
But the rest are just like bad in my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I keep
It's just a shame.
scrolling through them like, which one's the good one? Oh,
None
none
of
of
them.
these. I went through them 6 times.
I feel like a lot of these things that we're talking about are like elements of the game that they felt like compelled to include, but not particularly inspired to think about creatively.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's definitely a big one for me. It's just like the color palettes
Yeah.
all just feel
What-
so obligatory.
8 characters picked Piranha Plant. 8 players picked Piranha Plant. How do we differentiate them?
Yeah.
Colors.
Colors.
They're all different kinds of hideous. Is that good? Do you guys like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, granted, if you have 70 freaking characters in your game, I mean,
Yeah.
it is hard to tailor
Yeah.
each that. You know,
That's
each
why I
one of
think scrap the story mode and just make it brawl and focus on these mechanics.
these cool
That-
mechanics.
yeah, like the customizable move sets and
Yeah.
customizable like palettes and like when you pick your character profile, it
Yeah.
loads all that for you.
Yeah.
And they do
you
a
just-
lot of like with the Minecraft character, like they adapt that aesthetic to fit into the game, but it is still visually pretty distinct from all the other characters, I think.
Yeah.
And I think they could go even further with that and do like an 8-bit version of Piranha Plant as one of the skins. Like all
That would've been cool.
throughout all
Yeah.
the different Mario games, just
Yeah.
adapt those. And then that opens the door for a lot of new characters that are in the Nintendo world. Like you
Right.
could do like triangle strategy characters where they have like
I
this
was actually
pixelated
thinking
look.
like some Final Fantasy Tactics characters.
Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics would be a great choice. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just that opens the door for a lot of other things and solves the problem of how do we differentiate characters when they're chosen by multiple players.
Yeah.
So it serves 2 functions.
Yeah, I agree. Great idea. I love
Thanks. Hey, thanks.
it. There's no way that they're going to bring everybody back.
Right.
There's just no way.
Yeah.
I think
Because they
that's-
have to make room for the triangle strategy characters.
I don't think there's literally no way they're bringing everybody back.
I don't think, with all the licensing issues,
Ryan disagrees with
said-
your premise.
even the director said that he said it was impossible to get what they had. You think?
It's just weird to me that a company can put a character like Banjo in a company or a game, and then all of a sudden they can't.
They can't.
Why?
Well, I think my understanding is
What-
that when you license a character, you get the right to have that character in your product, but only for a certain amount of time. And that's why a lot of games that they do remakes of don't have the original soundtrack because they can't get the rights to it anymore because either it transferred to somebody else or it's just too expensive.
It's kind of sad to see like a new Smash game come out and then people who had their favorite character and the one that they played with and got good with and that was their pro level character and now it's just missing.
I think they keep all the Nintendo characters clearly. Like I think you can basically mark those off because Nintendo doesn't have to pay anyone to use
You always
them.
have your classic lineup.
You
You got your Kirby, you have your Mario. you
There's
have your
no
Yoshi.
additional cost.
Like the original 12 are guaranteed to be in there.
That's what
For
I,
sure.
I think. I don't. And then.
So here's my.
Do
Here,
they add
got
more?
Bible Man.
Probably. Who has Bible Man?
that's right.
Nintendo.
I need to speak with them immediately.
Okay.
Captain.
So my biggest questions are mostly all about the DLC, and then you've got the 1,000 Fire Emblem characters in there.
So X all those.
You think so?
No.
No.
I
You
mean,
think they're all gonna come back?
They have Crom. They
the-
have Lucina. They have
Which
Ike.
Ike, Marth.
Marth.
Oh, they have Mars. I
Roy.
thought it was just the 3.
What's
Byleth?
the deal?
Okay,
Byleth
this is
the-
too many Fire Emblem.
That's what I
characters.
told you, bro. So you think they're
That's
all
what
going
I'm
to come
saying.
back?
I say roll them into skins. Don't make
I
them all
agree.
separate characters.
The
Just
ones-
let me have one
Like
icon
Byleth,
for
like
Fire
Byleth.
Emblem characters.
Yeah.
Have the Fire Emblem logo as the icon, and then when you select it, it says which one do you want.
Even the one with the
Clean it up.
spells. What's the one with the spells?
I think that's Byleth.
Robin.
No, Robin.
Robin.
Oh,
So you think Robin's not coming back?
Oh, I was just saying that's another Fire Emblem character.
Oh, okay.
that's a lot of them. I think. I guess the question is, if they already know that they're not going to get these licensed characters, do they just double down on this instead of getting rid of Nintendo characters?
A whole new roster?
Do we get 3 more Fire Emblem characters from Engage?
Oh, God.
The smash hit Engage that everyone definitely loves?
See, so I'm thinking people who are returning and who's not going to return.
Okay.
So, okay.
Okay, first of all, axe all the Pokemon. I don't care about them. Bye.
Mario's right there on the right.
Where's he at?
All the way on the right, you got Mario and Luigi.
There you go. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So they're coming back no
Okay,
matter
so
what. Mario and Luigi.
For those
Are you-
listening and not watching,
Sorry,
we have
yeah.
added Mario and Luigi to our keeping tier.
So we're building off the roster of Smash Ultimate. We've got a list. Who's returning and who we don't think
For
is
those
coming
watching,
back.
you still can't see. So we're also
Well, I'm
going to
recording it, so I'm
He's
going to throw it up on the screen.
you're
I am
recording
recording
it. Okay,
this
okay.
right here. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay.
We
good.
have Samus.
Where is she at?
Your mouse was right under Pac-Man.
Under
in the
Pac-Man.
middle.
Okay, so she's coming back no matter what.
Okay, we're keeping Samus.
We're keeping Samus. Okay, here's Ganon is coming back no matter what. I don't
Yes.
think.
Sure.
But here's, I would love. I'm just going to say it as we kind of go. I would love Tears of the Kingdom Ganon.
I would just like to see skins of Ganon on Ganon.
Oh
Like-
yeah,
That's
that's,
what
true.
That's
like
what I'm
what
saying.
they did with, well, kind of the opposite of what they did with Link, where they separated Toon Link, and
So to clarify,
Mm-hmm.
are we
Like-
keeping characters based on what we want them to do with the next game, or are we assuming that it's going to basically be the same game, just with different characters? Because if I can have 4 different versions of Ganon
Mm-hmm.
instead of just dumb skins with different colors, that is a bigger factor for me as to whether I want them to stay or not. Does that make sense?
I'm
Not picking them.
Tell me again. So whether you think
so
they're going to come
when I'm
back
thinking
or-
about-
oh, okay. Like I see what you're
If
saying.
Nintendo is saying up front, licensing is a nightmare, we're probably not going to license the same way that we have been. We're bringing them all together for you here so that we don't have to do this in the future.
Yeah.
Then that tells me they're probably going to double or triple down on their existing characters that they own, that they don't have to pay other people to use.
Right.
So I'm thinking in our ideal universe,
Yeah.
where we want them to, instead of having skins, have the same character, but they play slightly different depending on which version you
what they
pick.
did with
Yes.
Link.
Right.
You've
What
got
they-
Young Link,
exactly what
Adult
they did
Link,
with Link.
Toon Link.
Yes.
If they're going to do that, but with all of the characters, that's going to change my perspective of what I think they would keep and not keep.
Okay.
Because, like, Ice Climbers, they're fun. Does anybody play Ice Climbers?
No.
I think they used to be
In Melee,
important
I
and
think they're
pro,
pretty-
but
yeah.
yeah. So my point being, like, Ganon,
Where is
for
Ice Climbers?
for them,
Ice Climbers is definitely coming back though.
You think they're coming
there.
back? Because they skipped a game.
Did they?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
So you
then.
think they are? You think they're coming back?
I would like to see them go away and die.
that's what I'm trying to ride a line here between my
Here, I'm gonna put
preference and
up
what I
here
actually think
an
they would do.
M for maybe.
Because
So what's in R?
So returning, not returning, and then maybe.
Okay. Dark Samus.
I don't think any of these people are coming back.
Dark Samus
I'd be
is
surprised.
Dark Samus
No.
is staying because they're getting rolled into
Okay,
Samus,
we'll put
right?
Ice Climbers up here. Maybe what?
Dark Samus is staying because they're getting rolled into Samus. Like they're just going to become a different version of Samus.
Do you think they
right?
would be a different character or just the thing?
Dark Samus is 50-50 of whether they would return. Samus is definitely
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just not different enough. Like it doesn't really.
Okay, just think about it as their separate characters then,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then
Then it's a maybe.
okay,
2 different versions
Okay.
of Pikachu. Let's cut that
Link's coming back no matter what.
Oh.
Where's Pikachu?
right next to each other.
Original Pikachu.
One of them is
Pichu.
definitely staying.
You think-
Oh, Pichu's gone.
Okay.
Get out of here, Pichu. I didn't even know you were there.
That's right.
There's this. Is there a single ice climber down there on the far right, second to the
that
last?
is a single ice climber.
Yeah,
They're separate.
I think it's a dupe.
They're
It is
separate
a
because
different-
there's
Oh,
another
yeah,
one
there
on the
is.
left
Yeah.
side.
It's a
Well,
mis-
Popo can't come without Nana. So.
Get him out of
Yoshi
there.
Yoshi's definitely.
Oh yeah.
X both of the ice climbers. Yoshi's staying.
Whoop.
There's no chance Yoshi goes, or I riot.
Okay. Baby Bowser. Little Bowser. Bowser Jr.
That's a maybe.
That's a maybe. It's a maybe because I don't care about them. But I feel like at least one person cares deeply for every character on here.
Indeed. And that's what makes the list tough.
But is it popular? Or is it interesting? Like, that's kind of how I think about
That's
this.
true.
Can you do something interesting with this
With
character?
the character. Yeah,
Mr. Game & Watch skipped a game too.
he did.
There's a Zero Suit Samus.
It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Super mobile. Agile.
I'm still going to say maybe because Samus is Samus. And if they're not
The
all rolled
moveset
into
is
one character.
completely different.
I know,
yeah.
but like...
Okay,
How do
so
you know? How do
here's
you know?
Marth. I would be 1,000% surprised if he didn't come back.
I would think Ike
Yeah,
would be
I think-
surprising.
I think the older Fire Emblem characters are more
Return.
secure
like
than
Roy's
the
coming
newer ones,
back.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Like
Should we,
Bayonetta.
I was gonna say, should we just go from the first character? Just keep doing the first character.
go ahead, yeah.
Just
Alright.
for the sake of time, maybe
Yeah,
it'll
let's do
be a
it.
little faster. Bayonetta. What do you think?
Is she coming back?
Probably not.
No, like
I'd say NR. Not returning.
I would say maybe just because she does have an interesting moveset compared to the other ones.
Okay. I would also say maybe only because she
I don't
has
even
her
think-
own game.
We'll do majority vote.
Now
so
she's
we
on.
both say maybe.
Yeah.
We'll leave it to maybe.
I just don't think they factor in interesting movesets.
All right.
Well, I mean, you're probably right.
so
but I want them to.
Charizard by himself.
No.
I don't know. Charizard's iconic.
But
But not
I think
by
he
himself.
would. I think he would come back.
He'd come back as
I think.
Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, I think Pokemon trainers come.
Okay, so we X all the Pokemon then?
Yes.
And just have trainer?
Yes.
Okay. Cloud is coming back. There is no chance Cloud is gone. Cloud is one of the most iconic Final Fantasy fighters, period.
I agree. I agree. If they're going to bring someone back, it's going to
Is
be
there a
Cloud.
licensing issue with Cloud?
Well, I guess they
It
had
is Sony.
yeah, they had trouble bringing him back for Ultimate, but then they got Sephiroth. So I'm like, did they really have trouble? 'Cause they-
Maybe it was a package deal. Maybe Sephiroth
That's
is
true.
like,
I think he's
are
a
you guys
maybe.
taking Cloud for ice cream? I want to come.
I think he's a maybe.
You think Cloud's a maybe?
I think he's a maybe.
Put him in a maybe.
let's
I mean,
do it.
I feel like all licensed characters are a maybe by default.
That's
which includes
Although,
Sonic.
except
Get in
for
the maybe pile.
Sonic. I think Sonic's coming back no matter what. He's been in every single game since he's shown up. So
That's true.
And he was almost put in Melee.
He used to be desperate. He used to be like the Andy Dick of these games,
Oh,
where
God.
he would just be in anything
Please
all
don't
the time.
do that.
But now he's got his own movie, his own TV show. You know,
Which is why I
the
think he's
kids
coming
love
back.
him. He's too good for
Andy Dick or
Smash.
Oh no.
Yeah, who are we talking about here?
I don't think he'll be
I
returned.
can't. What?
Andy Dick.
Oh. All right, Daisy. She's a
She's a yes. I mean,
she's an Echo Fighter.
She
though.
is returning.
She is a copy of
Okay. All right. So we do think she's coming back? You think Nintendo's like, how do we add more characters?
I
Let's
think
just
it's an
bring her back.
easy go. Like, people like having a lot of characters. Nintendo
true.
wants to have a lot of characters.
So you think she's coming back?
I think she's coming back.
What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
There's not a sure column.
Diddy Kong.
Yeah. I'd say
Yeah, Diddy Kong's definitely.
Dr. Mario.
I'd say that's a maybe.
I'd also say that.
I
I
would
think
s-
because it's Mario.
I'd say there's one really
It's
weird
probably
dude
coming
that
back,
no one
though.
wants to talk to who loves Dr. Mario and everybody else doesn't know he exists.
he's better. He is better than Mario though.
I don't doubt that.
He's a lot stronger than Mario, that's for sure. And he does have a slightly different move.
well, he has a PhD.
So, I mean,
Give normal Mario a break. He's a
all right,
trade
Duck
broker.
Hunt.
No.
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 I also agree.
It feels like a bit of a wild card character in the first place.
Yeah. That's a Pokemon it's not returning.
Greninja. Not
I
coming back.
would want to see Greninja come back. But
We
I'd like to
said
see him with a different moveset. I don't like his moveset.
I like his
currently.
moveset.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Incineroar. He's out, right? We said all the Pokemon are gone because the trainer is
No,
here.
that's
No,
not.
that's
you
what you
don't
said.
play enough Smash, bro.
Smash.
I don't
It's like,
think-
you don't even know the name. It's
I don't
Smash
think
Bros.
Incineroar's coming back. I think they'll replace him with a different one. A new
Pokemon
one.
Trainer is a character, and you switch between.
I know, but what I'm saying, we all agreed
No, we
together.
didn't.
You were here, and
You agreed to
you were
something
the
else.
loudest. You were so loud about it. You were like, all the Pokemon have to go.
All right, Inkling.
Send them
Get
to an
rid of
island.
that stupid, ugly character.
Inkling has to stay.
I'd say they're
It's-
coming back.
There's nothing about her that like her moveset is good, her style is good, and her popularity is good. She has
Yeah.
the trifecta.
I hate the style.
Isabel.
You gotta be wrong about something. Isabel's
that thing.
staying. She's also
Look
a
at
fan
that thing.
favorite.
I don't think she's coming back.
I do.
What do you think?
Every-
Think Isabel's coming back?
She's
No.
like she has replaced like all the other characters in terms of who people think of when they think of Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing, yeah. Okay, so we're not doing
The
separate.
kids love her.
Young Link. That's a good one.
Is Link already on here?
Yes.
Then he's staying.
But I think Young Link's been in every game.
That's true. So you think he's coming back?
I'd be surprised if
I have
they
no
don't.
idea what your
Ken.
metric is for whether or not they're going to stay.
If they're in every game and then all of a sudden they just drop them.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
but
not about whether or not I want them there.
Are we assuming they're going to shake up the formula, or no?
There's no... I mean...
There's no escape from
The
Link.
as- the
There's
assumption-
no escape from these characters.
The assumption is Nintendo is pretty... Like...
Conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're pretty predictable.
All right.
With...
Talon, put them all in the returning column.
All right, so Ken. Do you think Ken's coming back?
I mean, no,
I would also say probably not.
I don't. Think
I don't
so.
think he's coming back. All right. King Dedede.
Yes.
I hope so.
Okay.
He's coming back.
He's a good one.
Falco.
I say yes.
I say
Falco.
yes also.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
King K. Rool.
Yes, probably return.
I would love to see him come back. Little Mac. I'd be surprised if they didn't bring him
I
back.
love Little Mac. Have you seen how fast you punch?
That's right. Lucario. Everybody's like,
I feel like Lucario used to be more iconic than he is now.
I agree. I feel like his, like,
Popularity.
yeah, is really
It's definitely,
declined.
yeah, I would agree.
I think Mewtwo's more interesting.
I agree.
Agreed.
So,
And their
not
movesets
coming
are
back?
pretty
Also,
similar.
like Mewtwo's design better.
Yes.
Yeah. Lucas.
Lucas.
What game was Lucas introduced?
Earthbound.
Earthbound, yeah.
I mean, which Smash game?
Oh,
I think he was in
Melee?
the original.
No.
It wasn't on the original. It was just
really?
NES.
yeah. Melee, maybe?
Oh, it was just Ness. Okay. Then it
And
must
then I
have been
think he
Melee.
came back and brought his DLC or something. I can't remember. I would be surprised if he didn't come back,
Okay.
I would too.
but I wouldn't be sad if we lost him.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I never use him,
All
but
right.
he's a charming character.
Mega Man.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming back for
I
sure.
could take him or leave him, but
Everybody
I
loves
don't-
the Mega Man.
I don't
Meta
play.
Knight.
that would be a
think-
weird one if he wasn't included.
Yeah, agreed.
He will be returning.
Mewtwo, I think is coming back.
I
no
think
matter
Mewtwo's coming back.
what. The Mii's are definitely coming back.
Miis.
I think there's no way that they wouldn't do it.
They don't have Mii's anymore, though. That's the weird thing. Like, I don't
That
think
is
you're
true.
necessarily wrong.
Yeah.
That they probably will come back.
But they don't have.
But, like,
yeah, they have a few games where
I don't
you
see a
make
lot of people
Mii's
with
Mii's.
me paraphernalia on.
Yeah, Game and Watch.
That's
Yeah.
a kind of a maybe for me.
I feel like because he's like emblematic of the beginning of Nintendo as a
Yeah.
game developer.
Yeah,
And they
but
just
they-
re-released the Game
they
and
like
Watch.
having him.
I think they
yeah.
skipped a game.
And watch.
He got skipped on a game because they didn't want to include him anymore. And then the newest game, he was only included because it was about including all the characters.
Right, that's true.
So I think they'll probably take him out.
Okay,
But
Okay.
that's just me.
Okay.
all right, Olimar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be
come
in
back.
Okay, Pac-Man.
No.
I actually think they will
Really.
because he's probably such an easy.
Easy get.
Yeah, and Bandai Namco helps create Smash.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
So,
Okay.
So
I think
Yeah.
It's
would
like
be-
it's the let your little brother hold the controller that's not plugged
yeah,
in.
right.
We'll put Pac-Man in.
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
think he'll come back. Palutena.
She's really popular. I think.
yes.
She was top tier for a while. I
She
don't
was
follow
top
the
tier
meta,
for- yeah.
but yeah, I would expect her to
Peach,
come
of course.
Yeah.
back. Peach, of course.
Piranha Plant. I would love
Piranha
to see
Plant.
Piranha Plant come back.
Yeah.
He's a DLC character right now, technically. He was like included as like a bonus character, I think, for like a season pass.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
the response was really strong.
Yeah.
Like I remember
his
people
moveset
talking
is so
about
fun.
him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
cool.
Pit. I think Pit's probably coming back.
Pitt's coming back.
Richter.
Ooh, probably not.
I would say probably not.
I would also.
That seems
agree.
like the Yoda in Soul Calibur.
when I
the pipe
when I
dream
have
kind
to
of-
remind myself who they are, I
Yeah.
assume it's a no.
Yeah. Ridley.
Probably coming back.
I'd say so too.
Yeah, I think they were also really popular.
Rob, I think, is coming back.
Rob's fun.
Yeah.
Rosalina.
Probably not.
You don't think it's like?
Yeah, it's hard because it's a Mario, but it's like
Yeah. I feel like it's
Probably come back.
I think they like having the female characters from Mario in there to kind of balance out the roster a little bit. But yeah, I think it's up in the air that they choose that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Like by the time a new one comes out, they'll probably choose like Zelda from the new game where she has a wand that changes stuff into stuff. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
yeah.
Like they'll have more options that are more compelling. So maybe for me.
Ryu.
Um,
I think if they're going to include one FGC character, I think Ryu is going to be the one.
I don't think it will be.
You don't think he's going to come back?
You don't think Kuma?
I think he's
I
a
mean, I
guest.
love Akuma.
I think he's a guest star, if anything,
Okay.
from another fighting game. It's like, yeah, just like
I'm gonna say maybe. Like I get the appeal, but I assume.
I think he was just a guest star.
Yeah, I think it.
Well, he was in Smash 4.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
That's what makes me think that he.
But he was a DLC character in this one.
No,
I forgot about that.
he was a base character in this one.
Who was the DLC Street Fighter character?
There wasn't a DLC.
There was a. Oh yeah, you're right. That's the other fighter dude from.
Terry.
Yeah, Terry. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a compelling name.
Terry is
Yeah.
the guest star.
Really strikes fear
Right.
in the hearts of his enemies.
Yeah.
Terry.
But I would agree. He's a big maybe. All right, so Sheik.
Yes.
Also, yes, because I want her to be back. So
Yeah. It's a Zelda
Shulk.
character. And no.
no, I think Shulk is a no.
No.
I think he's a no.
Simon?
Don't say his name. Just put him in the no.
Simon.
It's a no.
No.
Oh,
Same with her.
Snake.
He's got a precedent. He's been in here twice.
He does, but I don't think he's coming back.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah. I'd throw him in the maybe if it were me, but yeah. Squirtle not.
I'd be
Toon
okay with
Link.
maybe.
I know it's weird, but I think all three links are coming back.
All right,
Yeah,
come back.
I know. I kind of agree with you because they are distinct.
Yeah.
So
Villager. I think they're going to have some kind of Animal Crossing representation.
yeah, but I don't think it'll be
It is a Nintendo.
Villager. I would rather it be like Timmy and Tommy, the two Raccoon brothers.
You'd rather it be there, but will Villager return?
I don't think so. I mean, that's just me.
Do you think Isabel would be over?
I don't have a
Villager?
strong logic. I think Isabel over Villager easy.
Okay.
Because everybody had their
That's
own
fine.
villager that was
Right.
theirs. Like that villager doesn't resonate with anybody in particular. You know what I mean?
Change the skin.
Wii Fit Trainer.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're putting oil on the pan.
Wii Fit Trainer.
Yes.
Yes.
It is
Yeah,
coming back.
probably.
Is a stupid
Wolf.
character. Yeah.
I'll say maybe.
Yeah, I would also say maybe. I think if they're just looking to fill the roster, they'll bring them back. But
So many characters that
Zelda,
your
of
browser
course.
is slowing down.
I don't like this Zelda.
I
think
don't
they picked
like
the most
that.
random one.
I think that's one of the least compelling
Which
versions
game
of
is that
Zelda.
from?
Isn't that not Twilight Princess?
Yeah, Twilight Princess was the one they used in 4. I
That's the
think.
sword one, the Skyward Sword.
No, Skyward Sword.
I think it's just an
like
up-resed ocarina.
She's got the big long. I guess that is Ocarina.
I think it's just an up-res ocarina, but like, she's such a damsel in distress in that game.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
there are much better versions of her. Both of those are already.
I don't know why they're.
Yeah, I don't
like
know why
that.
they're separated.
All right, Wario.
Yes.
Yeah, Wario.
Put Wario in there.
No,
Joker.
I wish, but no, I don't think so.
won't be. I like Joker, but won't, probably not.
Hero.
No.
Oh,
I mean, it's really popular in Japan, so maybe.
so maybe.
But-
well, I'd actually say that too. Yeah, maybe. I think they're gonna. They would change some of his stuff. 'cause-
Especially after the creator passed away,
don't
they
know
would
why
probably.
That's true. No, they won't be returning. After what you said with the licensing issue,
Yeah, Banjo, you think
I
is
don't
out?
think they'll fight for him.
Okay.
I think they'll try something else. But I don't
Okay.
know.
Terry.
I don't know.
Why is Ash Ketchum blonde?
What are you talking about?
That's what Terry looks like to me.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
I don't think Terry's coming back.
It looks like a guy cosplaying as
Byleth.
Byleth, I assume no. I mean, it's a Nintendo character, so he could, but there's already so many Fire Emblem
depends on
characters.
how they
I think
are
he's
about the
one
Fire
of the
Emblem.
weakest.
I agree. Well, I'm gonna put him in a. What the flippity floppity.
What's happening?
I don't know. I want to put him in the main.
Our charts all.
Tell him
messed
to
up.
put somewhere over.
Min.
I hope
What are
to
votes
God.
for?
No.
I think they
That's the
are
most
because Nintendo
awful
wants the
character.
representation from all their games.
Here's my thing. I think because we only have had one ARMS game.
Mm-hmm.
Switch Successor's coming up. I feel like
New
one of the
ARMS game.
one of the announcements is
Would not
going to be a new
surprised
ARMS
at
game.
all.
I would
And
be
that
not,
game,
I would
I
be
don't know
surprised
that
if
it
they
sold
didn't.
well, but it was well received.
Yeah. Well, it did sell pretty well.
It
For-
did? Okay.
For, yeah.
I just didn't
for a
keep
new
up with
IP, but yeah.
Steve from Minecraft is a no.
Not returning.
Sephiroth, probably a no.
I would probably say no as well.
Probably.
Where did
no.
we put Cloud?
He was a yes.
He's a maybe.
Oh, he's a maybe.
Yeah.
You want to do maybe for Sephiroth? Is that what you're saying?
I would be.
I'd be surprised if they got both of them back. But
Again, yeah.
but you know, I
I
guess that's what the
think
Navy
it would be
column's
weird if
for,
they
so
had one and not the other, because it's like the one Final Fantasy character.
the yin and yang of Final
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Hey, Jinx 1 2 3.
All right. Power Mithra.
I think so. People seem to like them a lot.
I think they would actually.
Yeah.
They gotta
is-
have some kind of Xeno.
Is that licensed?
Well, you got Shulk as a no because we hate him, but then you throw Pyra Mithra because everyone.
well,
likes
she's
because-
also the newest game.
Well, people like waifus. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
very true. Okay.
him. I don't
Kazuya.
think Nintendo puts that into factor.
Kazuya.
No.
Then,
I don't
then
think
they're
he's coming
fools because
Ah.
Japan's all about the waifus.
And Sora's not coming back.
Sora's not coming.
Sora
back,
was just
I
a pipe dream. I'm just gonna put.
pipe dream. Sora somehow was like fever dreamed into the game. I don't even know how he got
Yeah,
there.
and
So
then
what's
most
the,
people.
what's the D up there?
Nothing. These are just
Oh,
extra
okay.
space.
It's just
yeah.
how the default template goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's our tier list.
Here's our tier list. Now,
Gander at it.
now give me.
We will post
the
this on
characters
socials
you would want.
so everybody can see it.
DLC.
Okay, well, because this went very differently than what I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking, like, these characters that they've always had were going to be returning.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I don't think they will.
but I would like to just see more characters from some of the guest star ones we had. I want to see Klungo from Banjo-Kazooie, which is like Gruntilda's like assistant dude.
Yeah.
And he throws like, you have a boss fight with him early in Banjo-Tooie where he like throws potion bottles and stuff.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him. You know how like Steve can put the crafting table down,
Yeah.
and it's kind of in the background. I want to see him put the pots down that you can jump into and fast travel.
Yeah.
That Gruntilda has
gotta look something
around
up.
her castle.
Yeah.
That would be a cool mechanic where you can like
That would be a cool mechanic.
place
Yeah.
them in two different places, and he can like pop up back and forth between them.
Right.
And then you would have like potion bottles and some basic probably melee moves.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome.
yeah, I think that would be a cool character, or even Gruntilda would be interesting.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I would actually like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Gruntilda would be fun. I
Yeah.
think there's a lot you could do with that
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Um,
Say Skull Kid.
I wanted to see the heroes from Breath of the Wild from the different races.
Yes, that would be awesome.
And I wanted to see a couple more Pokemon. I wanted to see Gengar and Dragonite.
Gengar, dude, I would love like a ghost type Pokemon. That would be awesome.
We're all fans of Gengar here.
Yes, I love Gengar.
And then the last characters I put were like Final Fantasy X characters that I like.
Yeah,
I'd like
that's
to
a great
see
idea.
like Titus, Yuno, Waka, Lulu.
Yeah,
Those would be cool.
that would be cool. I'd be down for that. That would be awesome. What is that?
I'm
face?
into it.
Oh, okay.
That's me enthusiastically agreeing.
Pretty easy move
I
sets
see.
for those people too.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Spit
For
it
you.
out, me
Okay.
bro.
Mario Golf. I want to see a Mario Golf character.
Okay.
We got Mario.
I want to see a Jet Force Gemini character.
That's a good.
Oh yes,
That's a good one.
Yes, I love Jet Force Gemini.
I would love to see that game come back. So
Yes.
that would be cool.
Indeed.
I want to see a Skies of Arcadia character.
Ooh, that's also a really good one.
I want to see a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Oh my! Just... and all
I
he has
want
their
to
second jump.
see people like doing tricks that deal damage to
To do-
people,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you
360
combo,
flip, bam,
like
in the
you
face
get
or
a
something.
combo multiplier as you like hit multiple
Yeah,
characters. and
as
stuff.
you travel across the map to get somebody, the bigger your combo, the bigger your damage
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm
Dude,
talking
that
about.
would be incredible.
Yeah.
I would love that.
What else? There were a couple more here that I was
That'd
like,
be so hard to like
Implement.
execute and
Yeah,
make it
dude,
good.
yes.
But
what about Clay Fighter?
Yes.
That's a good
You
one.
want to see?
I would
yeah,
love that.
man.
Yeah.
Where else do you want to see Clay Fighter characters?
It is
I don't even
Smash
necessarily
Brothers.
want a Clay Fighter game. I want to see them in.
Put them in
Smash
Smash
Brothers.
Brothers.
because I feel like they match the
definitely.
the
Yeah.
pace
Yeah.
of a
Yeah.
Smash Brothers game.
It's
more.
definitely like also the most mature Nintendo game
For
at the
sure.
time.
Yeah.
Like, it was like
Yeah.
gritty and like,
Yeah, that's
like,
one way to say
kind
it.
of like horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think along the lines of Nintendo
Yeah,
games,
yeah.
so that it would be more achievable. But like, it'd be interesting to see Turok. I think you could do cool stuff
Yeah,
with Turok because
that'd
he
be
has
cool.
so many different weapons going
Yeah.
on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I
Tries
already
to
said,
summon dinosaurs, but they just eat him instead.
Yeah.
yeah, and the dinosaur also new character, dinosaur from Turok,
Uh-huh.
any dinosaur from Turok.
Yeah.
I think a character from Triangle Fantasy would be really cool to see. I don't know which, because there are some really interesting characters. There's one like his whole thing is that he puts ladders in places so that you can move into
And like
different,
spring traps and stuff too.
spring traps and stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
and he has like a hammer. So
Okay.
there are a lot of like the way that you implement that could be really interesting to see. Just in general, what
Yeah.
they do.
We're
with
gonna
that.
have to hurry if we're gonna do
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I could go on, but like in terms of Nintendo focused characters, I
Yeah.
think there are a lot of, not that Tony Hawk is a Nintendo character, but it's
Right.
been on their platforms. There's a precedent for it.
Yeah.
I think it could be
That'd be
really
awesome.
interesting.
The few characters that I would want would be, I'd love to see Doom Guy. The Doom
That'd be
Slayer.
cool, yeah,
Just
for
same
sure.
dude.
Him and Isabel. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
It'd be-
yeah, that's right.
It'd be easy to execute.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think hard to get.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd
it's
be
easy
awesome.
to execute in Doom, that's for sure.
I would love to see, since they did it with Byleth, I would love to see if Capcom just had like Ryu as the representation, other than Mega Man, Monster Hunter.
Ooh, why
Switch
didn't
your
I think of
weapons.
that, dude? That's
Yep.
perfect. That's
So
perfect.
that would be
Monster
cool.
Hunter would be
Also, monsters
great.
from Monster Hunter or a Palico. I would love.
I mean,
to
there
fight
already
as
is.
a
They've
Palico.
got a freaking
I
the
think,
Rathalos.
I think his
That's
smash.
right.
is
That's
one of their.
right.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, just do it.
I
What?
think the smash move would probably be like where you would see a monster. From
Yeah,
Monster
like
Hunter.
summon them.
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
awesome.
Not a smash move, but like a what is it called? The ultimate.
Like when your ultimate attack happens, monsters come in as the ultimate attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
put a
that'd be
stink
awesome.
mink on them, and then all the monsters
like
attack them.
Dude,
like
that would be
you-
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
like more like a Monster Hunter Stories.
Yeah.
Ultimate attack where it's
Right,
like
yeah.
riding in or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just like
That's
Monster
a
Hunter
great-
Wilds where
yeah.
you're like you wire bug on a monster as your ultimate.
Oh, dude, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. That's a great idea.
Man,
I love that.
That's great. There's so
Oh.
much potential there.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I would love to see. Is it Zagreus
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Hades.
from Hades? I
Absolutely.
think that would be
Oh.
cool.
That's
I think that's a great.
This idea is too good.
that's
Yeah.
too good.
Take it back.
I think he'd be perfect for that.
It'd be
I'd
nice
love
to see an indie
something.
developer get a little.
Yeah,
Get a little
I
more
agree. That would be really
representation.
cool to see them license some popular but lesser culturally significant characters, I guess.
Yeah.
Like you just don't see Zagreus all over the place, but
Right.
Yeah.
people who like him like
And
him.
I would love to see a Power Stone character.
I was gonna say Power Stone, but I thought I had said Power Stone too
Too
many
many
times
times,
on
yeah.
this. Yeah, I would love to see some Power
So,
Stone characters
Power Stone?
come back. Power
Power
Stone.
Stone.
Power Stone.
Power
I just
Stone.
thought I
Power
might want
Stone.
to say
The
it.
stone
You got to catch up.
of power. Power Stone.
Well, you got to stop saying it when I say it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Power Stone.
Power
Power
Stone.
Stone.
Power Stone. You'll never catch
But
up.
anyways, but that'll do it.
I'll say it on my off time.
Unless you guys
you.
got any other random
That's
characters.
it for me,
Oh, I
man.
want to see a Clinker's Cavern map.
Ah, I would love that.
I want to see a map in Mount. Shoot, what's the mountain called in Zelda? Death Mountain.
oh,
Death Mountain.
yeah.
Yeah, Death Mountain.
I want to say
Goron.
Mountain
Play
Doom.
as a Goron. I would love to do that.
Well, the Goron.
Well, yeah, that's because
yeah. That's at first where I went, and I was like, oh, just make them the heroes from Breath of the Wild.
Right, yeah. That would be awesome. So,
I just as an addendum, that if they did the thing where you can make levels in the browser, they should have like filters where you can pick a theme,
Like a
where,
preset theme.
This is
Yeah.
Mario stuff. This is
If they
banjo
didn't, I would
stuff.
be-
This is
I'd be furious.
yeah. That would be cool. And then you could do like weekly, like the weekly theme is something different
Yeah.
to like keep people.
I'd be out of laptop if they didn't do it.
Yeah.
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 so, but anyways, all right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks
Very
for
cool.
tuning in.
Let us know characters you'd like to see, although I'm sure there's a million other places you could go do that. But
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
I'm sure. Hey, leave those other forums you've been posting this on every day and tell us for a change.
and don't just
That's
Google
right.
those forums
because we
didn't.
actually want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us the game or the games, the characters you want, what you want to see, when you think it might come out.
I'd be interested in mechanics.
It's inevitable.
But like how likely do you actually think it is that we get a new Smash Brothers like within the next 5 years?
Yeah,
like
probably.
I'd
Ultimate
like to see
came out
what
in 2018.
Yeah, we should do a poll. We'll do a poll on YouTube.
If
and see
that's a
if
good idea.
Nintendo's making a new system, it's going to have a Smash Brothers game.
it's gonna have Smash Brothers. That's
when it comes
very,
out is
very
going to
likely.
be could be a couple years after
for sure.
release. But
Yeah. You think we'll get a new Smash game, or do you think we'll just get DLC for Ultimate?
I would not be surprised if we saw a new season pass for Ultimate.
We're closing the show.
We were trying.
Sorry, you had to have this in by 5 p.m. But we're closed now.
Got 2 minutes, go.
That's it. Either way.
Yeah. If they're like Smash Ultimate Deluxe Edition or whatever, and then they're like, but wait,
fix the
there's
licensing
more.
issue by just porting this game onto the new Switch.
Yeah,
and then
that's
adding
right.
characters.
And adding
on
more
it.
characters. That's right. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks to Sam Webster for letting us use his
Yeah,
intro
he has
outro
a
music.
new
Don't forget.
album about it's the soundtrack for the game Guncho,
Guncho.
which is pretty fun. I played it and beat it.
Is it on mobile?
It's on mobile. You can buy it on Steam for $5. But
Nice.
it's on mobile.
Cool.
I will check that out.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Because
Thanks
of
for
my
tuning
deep
in,
love.
and we will see you next time.
Don't forget to say.
Oh, don't forget to say.
Don't forget to say.
Don't forget to say. I guess.
Yeah. Okay.